Hello, everyone. Welcome to Spreaker.com. I am your host, Encouragement Javi. You're tuned in at Spreaker.com with the Encourage Services Show. I want to say Happy New Year to you, and I hope that you will continue to have a happy and safe New Year and begin to start your New Year out right, the beginning, middle, and the end. My New Year's resolution for the past 2 years has been that I dedicate my whole heart, mind, soul, and life into learning to love myself more, operate in forgiveness and love, and looking more at myself and working on myself than I do others. And I try to make sure that I form a habit of knowing more about my business than anybody else's business. Anyway, we all have different resolutions, different New Year's resolutions, but this has been my yearly resolution. Some of it for 3 years, some of it for 2 years, some of it for 1 year. It's just something I am personally working on. Well, you are tuned in with the Encourage Services Show, and today our episode is going to be about Encourage Services and what we do, so that you can have more of a full explanation about what it is that we do. We have received a lot of emails from people that are kind of new to us, and they said, well, what exactly do you do? Or we understand you offer free emails, and we've been getting the emails, but what else exactly do you do? So this is the show that we will explain that to you, because we do about a total of 7 to 8 different things, but it just depends on if you need the services. By the way, all the services here at Encouragement Services are free. Now, eventually, we're going to start back selling some of our poetry and our book and music, and you would see a catalog. If you don't see a catalog, because we have a catalog, I'll show you the website in a minute, because I don't have it actually printed out on my hand yet. We're in the process of making a new one to be in our hand, and then one to be digitally online. Right now, the only one we have is digitally online, but we're getting ready to update it. But we usually send out a service pack or through email what we're selling, and sometimes we advertise on Google what we're selling, and in other certain states on billboards what we're selling, but that probably won't be for another year or 2 years. Other than that, everything is completely free with encouragement services. So I'm going to take it step by step what we do, and if we don't get through all of it in this episode, I'll carry over in the next episode so that you can have an understanding. It was kind of funny to me because somebody emailed me and said, I had no idea that you had so many different episodes. I saw you on Podcast Alley. How come you didn't connect that with Spreaker? Or how come you didn't connect that on your main website? And then they said, oh, by the way, I didn't understand that you have like 3 or 4 websites. I could not access one. Why not? So we're going to explain that to you here. Okay. Encouragement Services started in 2006. The full name of Encouragement Services is Encouragement Blossoms Indie Trauma Incorporated. We are a family, non-profit Christian organization. And when we say Christian, what I mean is we believe that through sending out and preparing words of good tidings, of encouragement to others, that we would bring and send others Jesus Christ's love. This is why you will hear us talk about a lot how timing is everything to reach brokenhearted people. It is. Timing is very important. How there's a time for everything. How it's important to pray about certain things before you do it. To use wisdom and knowledge and understanding and discernment and discretion and guidance. Because that is very, very important when you're dealing with broken people, when you're dealing with people that have a lot of stress issues in their life. It's very, very important. And this is something that I had to learn to operate an organizational service like this. It doesn't mean that nobody else isn't doing it, but a lot of times I have learned for myself that when I'm not humble like I should be, and tend to and pray before I do things, and ask for wisdom and understanding and knowledge, and actually apply it, because sometimes it can be in my head but I want to apply it to certain things, and I just speak things out. A lot of times I can miss the timing, which means maybe that person's heart isn't ready for it. And it's important to know that when you're trying to help certain people that are broken hearted, or else I would have got what I wanted to say across, but the person didn't get it or understand it, because sometimes the timing can be off, and then sometimes they can not have gotten it and understand it simply because their heart might not be ready. But I have to learn when that happens that maybe it's just important for me to pray for them. Timing is everything. How we conduct our time during the day is everything. Anyway, with this organization, you do not have to be a Christian to receive our services. We have a, if you go to encouragementandytrauma.org, our main website, and look on the contact us page, you can fill out the paperwork there to receive free encouragement services, and we will send you a Microsoft Word document back that you have to fill out about our services. And it will say something like what type of treatment do you need. When we say treatment, what we mean is what type of treatment plan do you need from us as far as encouraging. And beside it, you will see phone encouraging, and it'll explain in detail about our phone encouraging. But I'll explain that to you in a minute as well. It'll have emails. It'll have mail where we can receive letters. It'll have arts and crafts. It'll have poetry. It'll have personal podcasts or private chats, being a part of a forum, because we also have a site that's dedicated to support groups sometimes, to where other people that receive our services get on the phone with other people while one of us is on the phone, and we're talking back and forth, chatting. Or we might do that at Illuminate Live. But on it, you'll be able to check off if you want to receive encouragement as far as Christian encouragement. And then you'll have one where if it says, do you not want to receive Christian encouragement services? And it doesn't mean you're not going to receive our services. What that means is it's letting us know that for whatever reason you don't want us to send you anything Christian, and you can still receive our free encouragement services, but we'll send you something else instead of Christian encouragement services. This is why we have it blocked off, because there are some people, when I say blocked off, there are some people who are at crossroads in their life to where maybe they were once Christians, and for whatever reason they fallen away, or maybe with something that's going on in their life, they have decided that they're, for whatever reason, maybe angry at God for maybe someone who passed in her family, maybe something didn't go as planned and they just don't want anything Christian. Then it could be that maybe they don't have the same faith as I do. So we have something totally different for you, and it's not to discriminate against you. It's to simply write down to say, okay, this is where this person is at. They need encouragement. And if you write down, it has a little box that says encouragement. What type of treatment plan you would send a treatment plan? Is it stress? Is it anger? Is it forgiveness? Is it hatred? And what we'll do is, whatever you mark, we try to match encouraging words with that. Say, for example, if you have a problem with anger, we might write down in our encouragement, because we do our own encouragement, Microsoft Word document and PowerPoint. You might be on the anger management plan, or just the anger and stress, depending on what you write down. And we'll start you off with 1 month. If you choose to want to do another 3 to 6 months, then we'll put you on the 3-month plan. Some people want to do 6 months, some want to do 9 months, some want to do a year, year and a half to 2. We go up to 2 years, and in some people cases we can go up to 3, but we stop at 4 years. But there are some people who've received encouragement services on all different levels. But anyway, you'll receive that every day. What you'll receive, if you check daily, you'll get it daily. But if you check weekly, you'll get it weekly. And it's the same thing. Some people will get it that day, and they'll keep the same thing and look at it once a week. Some will look at it every day. In some people cases, we'll send it weekly for a month. Some people cases, we'll send it every. It depends on what you say. If you say you want it monthly, we'll send it monthly. And it could be, for example, learning how to deal with anger. When I think about this, does this make me angry? For example, what do I think about that makes me angry? What do you oftentimes think about that makes you angry? Well, how can you handle this better? And we'll have some things that you can handle, how you can handle it better. And then we'll have something, a little quote that says, as I put forth the effort to try to learn to control my anger, I can choose not to allow this to get the best of me, this situation, whatever it is. And for some people, that's their encouragement. It just depends, because some people don't want us to go very deep with them. Some people do. And so that is how we handle the encouragement services here. Some people might put down that they want everything. They want us to call them. And what we do, we'll set a time, you and I, whoever the person is, a time with the secretary that they want us to call, so that we can be on the same page. Now our hours, for example, is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. But pretty soon we're going to go back to the hours of 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then there is also a time that we're only open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And so we correlate that with the person so that they can still be able to get a time in with us. But because we're servicing other people, we can't spend a whole 30 minutes to an hour with you, because we're not your counselors. We're not licensed to counsel. Although I'm trying to work toward getting a psychology degree, we're not that. We are encouraging bodies, where we may put, if you're on a plan for 3 months or more, you will be placed with a buddy, and that buddy will either email you or call you as a support tool. And when you want to call us and leave messages, you can do that any time, but we might not get back to you to 4 to 7 days later, because the goal is to be able to help you as a support system, by encouraging you and supporting you to get through your trauma, as you're striving to get through your trauma, not to have you dependent upon us to guide your whole life.